Hello again, and thank you for joining us here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. You look at the Pelicans.
Beginning a quick road trip, you know they want to put their best foot forward, get momentum on their side, but it's going to take great execution to make that happen.
And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
Marion. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Tatum with a screen. The three. Fires, hitting the triple.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a three of his own.
Paul looking it over. Here we go, one-on-one. Daniels misses. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Marion. The three is up. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And stolen by Paul. Here's White. Finished off the break.
No sweat on the steal for CP. He's led the league in that category a few times.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Paul. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Well, how many times have we seen CP do this? Run the pick and roll to perfection.
Here's Kidd. High arcing shot. And he lays it in.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend the floater like that.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Paul. Up again. The kick out to White. Fires the three. Pure from three-point range. White's got 5 now.
Well, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Here's Whiteside. There's the screen by Whiteside. Inside. Goes up with it again. Back to Tatum. Daniels outside. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Paul. Here's the three. Mavericks with the rebound. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Kidd. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Back to Paul. White on the wing. From deep. The rebound by Whiteside. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, every team wants fast break points. Johnson getting those.
To the right side. Here's Dunn. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. There's 10 seconds left in the first. They set the pick. Wells up top. 1 second left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's New Orleans. They're up by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pelicans.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Mavericks trail by 6. And still to this day, Jordan Clarkson can give you instant offense, Coach.
Well, Brian, he's excellent off the bounce, slashing into the lane. He's added the three-point shot. He can fill it up in a hurry, normally off the bench.
No problems knocking that one down.
Great touch from the 7-footer, Ayton, a supremely talented big man.
They get it back. Pass to Tatum. Back to Claxton. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Oklahoma City, where they'll face the Thunder. It's the second game of 3 on the road. And Dallas with possession. 6-point game. Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
They double him with Daniels. Kicks it out to Jackson. Tatum with a steal. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. And the Pelicans with possession here. Poke loose. Daniels with it. Now guarded by White. Outside Johnson. Pass to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
To the middle. Paul with it. No made baskets yet. White on the wing. That three's off the mark.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Tatum from long range. That one drops. 3 for 6 now. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, count it. Holmgren's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And there's 1:38 left to play in the half. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
White for three. Claxton with a rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
LeVert. The Pelicans pull it in.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
Pass to Robinson. Shoots over White. Here's Claxton. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
And here's Paul. Here's Holmgren. He's guarded by Claxton. Shot clock at 6. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Smart decision by Paul to take it. For him, basketball is a chess match, and Chris loves to outsmart you.
To the inside. Wells. Holmgren with the block. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's New Orleans up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Paul. Stolen by Whiteside. Here's Daniels. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Daniels has got his second basket on the night.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off-switch. He plays with intensity.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Outside Paul. Down low. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Jackson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Kidd. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Marion.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Jackson can't get it to go.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Nice shot by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 6 points.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And the basket by Hield.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Now Whiteside. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Whiteside. Up and in on the layup. Give him 8.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Up top, Robinson. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And New Orleans making a change here. And there's the screen. 5 on the clock. Wells. Outside Robinson. Tries again. That one goes. Counting. Robinson's gotten his first points in this one. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Here's Goodwin. Still without a bucket. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third quarter here. And stolen by Holmgren. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Jackson outside. Off target from outside. The Mavericks leading. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Hield. Screen by Holmgren. 19-footer. And it's Hield missing.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Outside White. Pass to Hield. Here's Coward. The steal. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Robinson can't hit. Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Pelicans trail by 5.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Paul. Out to the wing. Here's Holmgren. There's the drive. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And putting some power behind his drive. Holmgren managing to get there for an easy slam.
Here's LeVert. The jumper from the wing off target. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Dallas on top, up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Mavericks lead by 3. Outside Johnson. Pass to Tatum. There's a screen by Whiteside. To the middle. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And Whiteside with a block. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Stolen by Whiteside. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum floats it up and in. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. And we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. to Whiteside. Daniels outside. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Whiteside. The floater rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Keldon Johnson. First one falls. Paul hits them both.
And Paul is a leader both on and off the floor. Any coach in this league would love to have it.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. It's Johnson with a drive. Here's Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Typical selfless play from Johnson. A very team-oriented play.
The Pelicans call timeout. Here's Paul. Long range from the inbound. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Pass to Daniels. There's a screen by Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, off target from downtown. Left side, Paul. Here he goes. Yes, sir, it's good.
Man, CP is good at contorting his body, figuring out ways to score when it's not easy.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
There's a screen by Whiteside. Here's Kidd. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. The Pelicans call timeout. Pelicans trail by 3. And here's Paul. He fires. Holmgren fires. Oh, the shot is off. Here's Daniels. Here's a pass to Tatum. Johnson outside. Now Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
Well, you know who their number one option is when they need a big bucket. And Tatum rarely disappoints.
Now Holmgren. Oh, unanswered slam.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's Daniels. Holmgren there for the rebound. Pelicans trail by 3. Paul outside. Now Holmgren. Bam! 10 rocking the rim.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
It's stolen by Dunn. Now Paul. They set the screen to take the lead. And the official's now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on that blocked shot, but also got the body. Still some free throws coming up right now. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. And that ties this game up.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
41 seconds left to the fourth.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Now Holmgren. Now Paul. Screen by Holmgren. Wide open. Oh, Claxton with a rebound. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Here's Daniels. Tatum with it. Here's Johnson. Intercepted.
And you see those defensive instincts paying off. Great anticipation to pick the ball and head the other direction.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Now here's Paul. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Johnson outside. Cashes in from 18.
Going old school with the mid-range. Johnson.
That's tipped. Daniels with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Tatum with a screen. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Here's Kidd. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Tatum. It's stolen by Dunn. Now White. Paul outside. Screen by Holmgren. Paul draws the double. Stolen by Daniels. Tatum. Oh, yeah! That's good!
Masterful touch on the floater by Tatum. Making a difficult shot look relatively easy.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. 6 on the shot clock. White! Oh, he missed the jumper! Dallas leading by 4. Tatum outside. Pulls the trigger. Holmgren there for the rebound.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Kidd. There's a screen by Whiteside. Now Johnson. And stolen by Holmgren.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Now Paul. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Well, you're not going to find a better floor general than Paul. He knows where everybody is on the court.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Daniels. It's in! And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.